Hey, what's up everyone? Joker here from Joker Against the World. Give me all the love I know you have. Click that like, click that subscribe button. But for now, let's just get into the video.
Oh, this reminds me, one of the most aggressive characteristics of toxic femininity is deriving their own and others' value from very superficial qualities like physical appearance.
Yeah, no kidding. Wait until they see that that doesn't bother you and they're gonna go for your character. But I appreciate you for taking the hit away from us for once, and I can only imagine the hate you get in your comments.
In our society right now, when we talk about feminism, most women feel like, what are you talking about? Are you coming from 50s, 60s, or medieval time? When I am sharing that most women right now who shifted to the ideology that thank you women for bringing me the freedom of opportunity, they actually destroyed their happiness. Because if we look at our life, where you see most of the feminists are in the three areas: academia, which is professors in colleges, your teachers who believe in fighting for equality and feminism. Then you also see them in Hollywood and all of the actresses who work for 60, sometimes 80 hours a week, and they make millions of dollars, but their families are destroyed. They're miserable. And here's the example with Johnny Depp and his wife and the nasty court that they're going through. And trust me, my friends, when I tell you that I worked with celebrities, I worked with producers, I worked with actresses, I worked with CEO of the companies and businesswomen, and all of them were unhappy. And the third place where a lot of feminists are is also media. And in the media, they are promoting the idea of the feminism. But my friends, what you don't know, that working for 19 and a half years in a mental health practice, I worked mainly with very high and very successful women. And all of these women were dealing with high stress, anxiety, insomnia, tumors sometimes, alcoholism, drugs addiction, depression, panic attacks, and I can go on and on and on. So the money they were making did not buy them happiness. So you have to understand, ladies, yes, with this feminism and equality, you got more power, you had more opportunities, you're making more money, you're independent and you're successful. But what it costs you is your happiness. What it costs you is your families. What it's costing you is your relationship. Because now I want to go over so many costs that women are facing. And number one, what you don't know, that you created the war with men. When you decided to take from them the workplace, because women are succeeding much better in a workplace, because they have a better communication skills, they're supporting one another. But working 40, 60 hours a week, even though you're making higher income now, but it's costing you health. But taking away those jobs from men, they're bitter. They're angry, they're resigned. They started also war with you.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with you on that last part. I know there is a war on men. I'm not questioning that. We all live it. But I really don't agree with that part when you say that we're angry or bitter that we have our jobs taken away from us. It maybe depends on the job you do, and in some cases it could be true. But I don't see as many feminists jumping in to take plumbing jobs or welding jobs away from men. Either way, before we jump to part 2, let's show a bit of how the war on men extended to the war on relationships. Housewives are dependent creatures who are still children, parasites. Gloria Steinem. Women who are just as housewives, who grow up wanting to be just a housewife, are suffering a slow death of mind and spirit. Betty Friedan. Since marriage constitutes slavery for women, it's clear that the women's movement just concentrates on attacking this institution. Freedom for women cannot be won without the abolition of marriage. Sheila Cronin. The nuclear family must be destroyed. The breakup of families now is an objectively revolutionary process. Linda Gordon.
And if you ever go to the sites, you see hundreds and thousands of men who are bitter, angry, and believe in the theory of a red pill, where they don't want to do anything with you. They don't want to date you. They don't want to marry you. They don't want to be with you. And these numbers, by the way, are increasing by the day. And I am concerned that everything I'm teaching you, the pool of emotionally healthy men who would marry you, who would chase you, who would date you, are decreasing by the day because most men are walking away. And then you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? You're thinking, oh, I can provide for myself because all men are toxic. No, this is a brainwashing that the feminists did. By brainwashing you to go to war with men, that men are toxic. This is far away from the truth. Yes, some women are like Amber Heard, is dealing with narcissism, but also some of the men are like that. But you cannot say that all 100% of men are like this. It's far away from the truth. And I have a clear example. My husband is a humble, hardworking, strong, masculine man who's providing for me and our son. And I've been making zero income for a year and a half. So please don't put in this category every man. And you cannot meet a masculine, alpha, emotionally healthy man because you are working hard, making this money. Where will you have the energy to work on yourself and being kind and gentle and kind and feminine so you can even attract this man? But this is just the beginning. The second biggest reason that feminism brought to us, and it's costing us, sexless life, where intimacy is out of the door. People hardly having intimacy once or twice a month. Because when women are masculine, they're controlling, they're dominant, they are not interested in sexual intimacy with a man, and man is not interested to have intimacy with her. Because what happened, the more women became masculine, the more men started to become feminine. And the other categories of men, they became now really masculine and they're going to war with you. So you're dealing with two abnormalities and you've created that. And so this is another problem, having a sexless marriage where intimacy is not present.
Well, unfortunately, we live in a society where two incomes are needed. And no, ladies, I don't mean you having two husbands or your husband having two jobs. But like I said, there's a war on men and a war on marriages, so this is the result. Men are walking away, marriage rates are dropping, because why would you want to deal with a masculine woman when you can just be on your own? Buy whatever you want to buy on the street corner and let the strong and independent ones stock up on batteries. Feminizing men is also a thing because if you're a yes ma'am all the time, you're not going to be able to say no. And that's exactly what they want.
Most men are low in testosterone. Most men are operating out of their feminine more than they are their masculine.
Men were men until women bitched about men being men. Most women aren't going to like this, but if you stop complaining about the way men do things and men bringing in income and men opening doors and men doing things that men are supposed to do, maybe they would be men. And men living in their feminine isn't a bad thing. Men can provide and be masculine and also be feminine. Men don't want to date women anymore because they act like you. So yeah, they get their gratification from. How about women start acting like women again and men will start acting like men again?
Exactly. You started complaining that every masculine trait is toxic. This is the result. You like it or not, this is what we are going to live with from now on.
How long should a guy last?
If it's one round, 30 to 60 minutes.
Lady, are you crazy? If a motherfucker lasts 30 to 60 minutes with you, that means that your shit is trash. Your shit must be dry as a motherfucker. You don't even make macaroni noises. Your shit sound like the macaroni when it's still in the box. Don't even sound like macaroni. Your shit sound like maracas. 30 to 60 minutes. You ain't got shit to do. You must love disappointment. 30 to 60 minutes. Divided by how much you already know what the lady's gonna say. If your dick trash, just say it. Lady, my dick not trash. My cardio is. I am old. Lady, I smoke Black and Miles. You want me to have a stroke while I'm stroking?
Yeah, I know it's not related to the topic of the video, but I am running out of time and I wanted to leave you with something funny. And that being said, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one.